Hi, welcome back to a new reaction. No, not a reaction, a review episode this time because we are going to review the Gameboys movie. And we also have a lot of explaining to do since it's been a while. Like a while when you
That
saw
it
us
has.
together.
Yeah, it's been months.
So, yeah. Just to say, it's basically, there has happened a lot of things. I mean, like, I think I already did some explaining when the last video I did with my mom. But also after that, for me at least, my health did go downwards again. And, yeah. As much as I wanted to film with my mom and with Shannon, it was more like my house took a U-turn and was like, you're not going to do anything right now at the moment.
Yeah, and I definitely advised her to rest so she could actually come back and be okay. Yeah, we're basically just going to play it by ear for a little while, but we think that since my stress level has gone down considerably at this point because I finally was able to move into my own place, get my own, schedule going, and not have to worry about my mom being alone or whatever. She's in a place that's, very nice. So I'm actually able to take a lot of that weight off my shoulders. So whenever Sarah is able to film and when I'm able to film, we can just decide to do it. As you can see, I'm attempting to get my wall and stuff set up for, my filming site. It's not done yet, but it'll get there.
Yeah. Also, before we're going to start, I already will be announcing in this video, probably some other videos too, but we are going to change the name of the YouTube channel because I wanted to do it for a long while, to be honest. And I didn't know like what name would be fitted for the YouTube channel, and Shannon was like, you shouldn't be doing like it's your channel. I'm like, but I want to because you're also a part of the channel. So somewhere this week, maybe about 2 weeks, the name will be going from Sarah van der Forst to Sarah and Shannon Reacts. So please keep in mind that if you see a different channel name, that's it's still us.
It's still us.
With another name.
I think it'll just be simpler that way too for people to realize that it is us when they see our videos. Because the name right now is a little confusing to some people.
Yeah.
Unless we're actively promoting the channel.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why too, because we have done some amazing things with a few companies who have asked us to do some things. But because the channel name is only my name, a lot of companies only put that name in credits and stuff. Yeah, which I also think I don't know, it gives me like a weird feeling because I don't see your name on it while you still are doing both.
Hey, so, I've already said in numerous other videos that I'm just honored to be able to react with you. Like, to be able to say that I found my best friend through BL reaction videos is like the coolest thing ever. So, like, to actually have my name be attached to yours too now, it makes me very happy. So, thank you.
I really wanted to do that, and I'm just happy that I can just put your name in it, and I just feel like it will be better for the future.
Yes, thank you very much.
People, yeah. But yeah, that's true. Like, we literally found each other because you found my channel on YouTube, and I was like, we instantly knew we were best friends. Like, I think we like video called within 14 days or something.
I think it was less than that.
Yeah. So we just knew from the beginning that we were going to be best friends, and yeah.
Definitely.
I couldn't have done it without you though. Like, I don't think
I couldn't have done it without you either.
Good.
Yeah, I definitely couldn't have done this without you either. I would have been too awkward by myself.
Yeah, I still think I would be awkward if I was going through on my own and you wouldn't join. I should thank you instead of you thanking me.
Well, how about we just thank each other?
Yeah. I think that's a good one. But yeah, just so you know, there will be a name change within some, like 2 weeks, like that. 2 weeks something.
Yeah, she'll be working on the name change.
A few videos.
Yeah, she'll be working on the name change, and I'll be working on an edit intro for the channel also. So, the good thing is about my job is I work midnights and I have nothing to do a lot of the time. So edits and stuff like that, you know, will definitely be a possibility for the channel also. So, but we're definitely not stepping away from the BL reactions. You know, we might do a few more. We might do a few more K-pop reactions every now and then for the groups, you know, that we alt. Now, I will say this though, even though we might be doing, you know, some K-pop reactions and stuff like that, I will be the first to say that we will not be doing primarily K-pop reactions, because, you know, we see all these channels, you know, well, can you react to this? Can you react to that? Can you react to this? With us, it's going to be pick and choose. Most of the stuff and the meat of our channel is going to be BL reactions, at least for the time being. If it changes, you know, we'll let you guys know, but as of right now, it's still going to be BL.
Yeah, I really think that's the best way to do it, because we love to react to BL series. And
don't get us wrong, we love K-pop. We absolutely love K-pop. It's just we have time, but we don't have enough time to do all the K-pop reactions that we could possibly want to do. We stand too many groups.
Yeah.
So
too many. We definitely do, yeah.
So we hope you understand on that.
But you will see both, yeah. Mostly BL, but sometimes K-pop too. Which I also really like though, because it's different. And I do think there are not a lot of series right now who allow you to react. Like, I feel like it's getting less. Especially because a lot of series are going to streaming platforms, and those platforms don't let you react to it. Which really sucks, because there were a lot of series we were like, oh, we want to react to that.
But yeah, which is another reason that we're actually considering a Patreon at this point. That there might be some series that we're not going to be able to react to, but we want to, and we want you guys to be able to see it. But if you are interested in that, let us know. You know, even if we decided to make it a pay Patreon, it would probably only be $1.
Yeah.
I mean, so let us know about that, because there are some series that we're gonna want to watch together and to react to that we're not gonna be able to put on YouTube. Like the one we're doing today, we're gonna do Don't Say No. We are allowed to react to that, but it has to be edited down to 30 minutes. So that one we can put on YouTube, which is fine, but there's also some that are coming up that we want to, and we're almost positive we're not going to be able to put it on YouTube. So, you know, let us know if you'd be interested in watching reactions to stuff like that in like Patreon form. So please let us know about that.
Yeah, I think we most likely will do it for free and make indeed like a support button. Like, if you want to support, like, you can. But we know that a lot of people also don't really have money to pay people on Patreon and stuff, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, we most likely will keep it free when we are doing that.
Plus, it's just... I would feel guilty about charging somebody to watch me do something that I would be doing anyway.
Exactly, that.
Like that I guess that's just... Like, we watch series and stuff together anyway, you know, so, you know, why not just film it and let people see it, even if it's not on YouTube? Well, but what we're about to do a review on is a perfect example. You know, it was a movie, and we couldn't react to it on YouTube, so we actually have to do just like a review to it, which is fine. I wish we could have reacted to it. But this is one of those series and the companies that have been good to us from the get-go.
Yeah.
They've been amazing to us. I think this series right here is probably what grew our channel to the point where it is today.
Yeah.
And I could not be happier, and I could not be more proud of the people that actually came on board and stayed with our channel because of this. Because we had no idea that there were so many people from the Philippines that watched us. And so
I love it so much. Especially because we are learning so much because of your comments, explaining a lot of things about those series, and we are watching what are from the Philippines, and it just makes me happy that people are telling their culture to us, and that we can get to know the culture and the people behind the series and stuff. And
it actually made us want to research. It actually made us want to research the culture more in depth outside of, the BL realm, and as a country itself. And it was enlightening and it was really nice. I'm still, reading up on, certain things. Now, as far as the language, I don't see that happening anytime soon, but I'm trying. But but the fact that, some of the staff in this company and, the series itself, was so great from the get-go to us. We definitely want to keep that going, and watching the movie was our way of supporting everybody that was involved.
Yeah.
Because when this series was airing before, we were doing our reactions. I was literally watching every other reaction out there that there was on this series, even if I didn't understand the language. Because the series itself is so amazing. It's definitely probably in my top 3 of my favorites of all time at this point. And I can say that with a lot of, I'm definitely proud to say that. Because it stepped outside the norm of everything that we were watching at the time.
Exactly. It's just so different from all other series we have watched, because you really can see the differences between series from different countries. I mean, the Thai BL, we love it, but they also have more the fantasy world kind of storylines. I feel with the Taiwanese one, they are more I don't know how to say it, it's a bit action / fantasy / real life kind of stuff. They also make really great series. And I feel with most series we have seen from the Philippines are just focusing on real life situations, and it's really great to see those differences in all those series.
Yeah, where you're actually seeing actual relationship problems and relationship scenarios and situations that you could see on a daily basis, and that to me really hit home when we were reacting to the first season.
Yeah, definitely.
Because also in the first season they met online by chance, and anymore, especially with people not being able to get together right now, and people are meeting people that way, and to have this series as the front runner of all of that, they were the number 1, I think, series that started that trend when it comes to the way they filmed and the way they did certain things. And to me personally, I was glad to be, in on that first.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But that's true. Like, they filmed everything during the pandemic, and they did it with just the tiniest things to make such a great series. Like, I do feel the first season wasn't a whole big budget kind of series, because they literally just had, I think, Zoom or something with cameras, and they were just filming in their homes because they couldn't do it differently but still wanted to work, and that's just amazes me in how well they did that.
Yeah, it was minimal staff, it was minimal cast, it was minimal equipment, editing, and it was still a series that kept you right there every single time. Like, there was nothing about it. There was nothing about it that seemed cheap. They literally used everything that they had and made an amazing series.
And I still think, with all the series we have seen, with also the recent series, that Gameboys is still one of the most quality-worthy series I have ever seen. The way how they did it, the way how they act it out, everything with each other, they made it so well, so beautiful.
They did.
And that's about the first season, what we are talking about right now, and we haven't even talked about the movie.
Which, the movie.
Oh my
god. Like, I think the movie was the perfect way to bridge what, I mean, obviously we don't know the vision for the second season yet, but like, I think it was probably the best way for them to bridge for the first season and the second season, and they still managed to put amazing acting in it, and they picked, like, they brought in all of everybody's favorite people. Like, they managed to literally take everybody that was involved in the first season, I think, except for maybe a couple of people that were, I don't want to say filler characters, but like, they managed to get everybody there in a believable situation.
And beside that, I also would like to see that how they went for probably a low budget from the first season to a much bigger budget in the movie, and they really made it, the quality of the movie just in general, and how they put everything together.
Well, as in,
we were like,
as a severe editing buff, okay, like, just the sets and the color grading of the whole thing was phenomenal, and the camera work that they used. Like, I don't know anything about their crew, okay, but wow.
Exactly.
Like, this company has literally some amazing people working for them.
Definitely.
And the storyline, thank you to the writers. Very much.
Yes, it was so real. it was real. Oh, like, it was a roller coaster.
And the thing is, it wasn't even it wasn't even like a whole season. It was just a movie, and like, you had every range of emotion you could possibly want was in this movie.
I know, it was a movie, but it felt like we were watching a whole season.
Yep.
With storylines, and yet it wasn't getting boring. It was amazing, and like, you kept watching all the time to the movie. It was, you wanted to have your eyes on the movie and see everything you can see. That's just amazes me how well they did it.
Yeah, and it's obvious that, we don't want to put too many spoilers out there for the actual movie, because we, if they're planning on releasing it or whatever, like, we want people to be able to see it. But like, just the situation that they put Gavin at the time, that it's something that you would have seen in a series that would take God knows how long to resolve. And
I know.
And it literally felt like the support group that he had, as far as like his family, let him push through something that probably would have hurt a lot of us. And a lot of the situations that were in this movie were so relatable to just normal people.
It is. I think a lot of people are going through the situations what were in the movie, which like really saddens me, because you only see the movie and it's all acted, it's all like emotions they played, but they did it so well, it made you so sad. But when you are realizing that those kind of situations also happen in real life, and there are people who are going through the same and who might be treated the same as how Gav has been treated by his most family, like there are family members who did support him, but it just, wow, it's, they let you feel things in those movies, in the movie, also with the series, that you're like, just, wow.
Yeah, because even like with the way, with as good as their actors are and as good as their cast is and their writers are, even if you haven't been in the situation that's happening on screen, they make you feel for that person on how they would have, like, how possibly you would have felt in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I didn't go through this, but, you know, wow, that, how bad did he hurt going through that? You know, and it brings people, you know, of all situations together to let people, you know, to let them know that, yes, I might not be going through this, but I feel for you, or feel for the people that are. And that's one of the reasons I love this movie so much.
We know from those actors, like, they are, I think, a few of the best actors we have seen in series and movies related to BL.
I agree.
And it was just, I think we were both like speechless. Like, we were, I think at the end of the movie when we were sitting there, we were both just like, what just happened?
Yeah, it felt like we watched, you know, Elijah and Kakoi grow as actors, like, throughout the first season.
Yeah.
And now it's like we're a couple of proud parents just like, oh my god!
Yeah.
It's like, you did so good!
Way, exactly. Also with Adriana. I mean, like, we love Bill, and Adriana just takes that role so freaking well.
Yeah, we've discussed quite a few times how bad we want to be this girl's friend. Like,
yes. Yes, if like that person will be real, if Bill will be like a real person in real life, I mean, like, we will be friends with that person.
Yes, definitely.
She's like such a mood in the series, and also in the movie, and it's just, we love Bill in the movie.
Yes.
And also, which I also really liked, was the storyline between Terrence and, what was his name, Wesley? Wes? Yeah, like, that storyline, they all have some complicated things which we kind of figured out already a part of it in the movie, but I feel like it's not at the end. I feel like in the second season we will figure out more about it, but just the way how they did it, and also with Terrence, his ex, was just amazing for me to see. I really liked how they put that storyline in it.
Yeah, and plus, that storyline basically shows that not all relationships are all, you know, puppies and rainbows. You know?
No,
there's,
exactly.
You know, there's one-sided love, there's, you know, somebody who moves faster than the other, you know, in dating couples, and, you know, you don't see that situation very often. Like, yeah, you'll see, oh, I like him, but he doesn't like me. And you'll see, oh, I'm falling in love quicker than this person. But what you don't see is the little situations, you know, from point A to point B. You always see the aftermath. And to watch them go through that was nice.
And it just made me realize that Terrence has puppy eyes. Like, I don't know how he'll do, but like, he had like these puppy eyes, and I loved it watching that through the movie. It was so different than how he was in the beginning from first season when we got to know him at first.
Oh my god, we hated that character with a passion for such a long time.
But yeah, exactly. But after this movie, I love him so much. Like, I like his character a lot.
Same. The character growth was real with that one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, he grew a lot from the first season to this movie. But I also actually want to talk about the scene between Kokoi and Elijah, like the hot scene, to say it like that, the bad scene. How well they did it and getting into it and still stop because one of them wasn't ready. All of that and how they just waited on each other. I like to see that a lot because we know in a lot of series, they just go in without showing like, oh, I don't want to. You know, most series are like, we are just going to do that when we are in a relationship. And with Gav and why am I forgetting his name? Oh my god, how bad is it?
Tyro?
Yes. Oh my god, I don't know how it happened, but I just got a blackout. I just forgot his name instantly. Oh my god. But yeah, that's what I really like with Gav and Sky is one of them wasn't like really ready and the other one was just supporting that and was like, okay, then we're not going further even though that person wanted. And like what you said, a lot of series, a lot of moves are going from A to Aftermath and are not taking the steps to from A to B. And with this, they did. They really made sure that they are
making it
as real as possible, to say it like that.
Yeah,
and
they and the chemistry between the two actors was great too. Like they went into that sort of scene, like obviously they know what's happening, okay, but they also went in able to feel the emotion that would have went into a scene like that, knowing that the two were already in an established relationship. Because sometimes with these series, like you see these couples that, you know, are supposed to be together, but yet they go into like a scene like this and it's awkward or messy or, you know, and like, and with as much BL as we watch, we've seen some really good couples, you know, as far as, you know, just series mains. And I think they definitely did a good job on that too.
Well, they did. Like, you can really see they've grown with that too. I mean, like, they already were great actors, but just
they've grown into the character.
Yeah, that's exactly. That's
yeah. It's, you know, and this is like when I danced, you know, a lot of it performance wise, some of it, you know, a lot of it involved like acting, and the way we compared the two was like when you get into a certain character and you're comfortable with that character, it's like taking out, you know, like your favorite old sweater and how it fits exactly the way you want it and the way it's supposed to. And that's the way I see as a lot of actors slipping into the characters that they're comfortable playing. And exactly. I think these two definitely.
Yeah, and I also actually want to talk about the situation with was his aunt, Gav's aunt? I think it was the aunt, or was it the grandma? No, it was the aunt.
It's the aunt.
Yeah.
Susan.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I almost said Karen.
Oh, to be honest, like she is.
I mean, she was.
Yeah.
But that wasn't exactly her name.
There probably is a middle name or something.
Probably.
But yeah, and Susan, she was something.
like I honestly don't think I would have hated her character as much as I did if the how can I say this without giving too much away? Like I understand that she was disapproving of the relationship, and I understand that she didn't exactly like, that way. But the fact that she tried to manipulate both of them and brought what should have been a sacred thing, okay, into it, saying that, you can change if you let us do this to you. And it was to you because like he could remember things from his childhood because of her. And
which was also really sad to see.
Yes.
Mm.
That character, to me, I don't care if they bring her back during the second season, there is no redemption for that woman. Like none.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like Shannon and I were talking about when we were watching the movie and we're like, oh, like we wish we could just jump into the movie and be like, bitch, shut up, like go away, something like that. Because oh man.
At that point, if that situation were in real life, I would have went to jail for Gav. I really would have.
Yeah.
Gav is like literally one of the most sweetest people in the series I've ever seen. He's adorable, and when he is sad, that was just
to see his character fall, and his positivity and his smile just wiped away like that. I love movies that make you feel something, and that I didn't like that feeling because it was like somebody just reached into your heart and just ripped it out of your chest, and you wanted to make it stop.
Yeah.
And that's another reason that I give an A+ to the crew and everybody that made this. I remember us just basically looking at each other over Zoom and going, what just happened?
Exactly.
And we were both in tears.
It was just
this movie's definitely worth watching if you haven't. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I really hope for the international fans who haven't got to watch this yet, that you still can, if there might be a possibility again, which they don't know for sure what I read, but yeah, if it is coming back and you can see it as an international person, I really hope.
I know they continued it in the Philippines.
Yeah.
For Filipino viewers, but I don't know if they have extended anything for international viewers yet, which I hope they do.
Yeah, well, I thought I read something that was on Facebook where they said that right now those 3 dates what already have been, how do we say it, aired, like those 3 dates what have been aired, like that's were the only dates they could as of right now have for international fans. So they don't know if it can come back for international fans, but hopefully it will in the future.
Because
hopefully.
Yeah, it was such a great movie, and I really feel like a lot of people should see that movie eventually.
I mean, maybe we can all talk them into attaching it to a different platform. Maybe like they did with Torn Type, having Vimeo host it for like a paid thing. I don't know, but it was a really good movie, and I do feel sorry for the people that couldn't watch it the first time.
Yeah.
Because the times were definitely a little iffy when it came to international fans.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow.
Yeah.
It was 6 a.m. for Shannon and she had to watch the movie. So that was early for you. For me, it was the middle of the day, but yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
It definitely is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, to be honest. Outside of BL2, it was just the feelings they made you feel were just so amazing, and
I wish a lot
and
of
it lingers.
movies.
Yeah, and it lingers. Like it's not something that you forget about the second you're done watching it. It lingers. Like the feeling that it made you feel stays with you.
Yeah, exactly. When we're talking right now too, like, oh damn, I could feel like the feelings I had during the movie. I'm like,
oh yeah, I started talking about what Gav's character, and I started tearing up again. I don't want to do that right now.
yeah.
There's a reason I didn't wear makeup when I watched this movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like definitely, I don't have anything bad to say on the movie at all, to be honest. Like there are some series and some movies too where I'm like, oh, they shouldn't have done that, or wow, that's just going too far with some storylines. But with this one, it was just, I really don't have anything bad to say because it felt so real and it was just real life storylines what people are going through, and it wasn't like overdone. It was done perfectly, and
it's just a big props to the whole cast and crew for this, honestly.
Yeah, it really was. Like I can't say enough good things about it.
I mean, so if you would have given a score for this movie between like 1 out of 10, it probably would be 100 instead of 10.
Yeah, it would have.
That's just, this movie is so amazing, and I really hope there are a lot of people can see it in the future who haven't watched it now, because this movie was just one of the greatest movies I have seen.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching if you get a chance.
Which also, like, what I had is that I do, like, I am speculating. Yeah, it's going really well. I'm speculating. There we go. Speculating which what we are going to see in season 2, because maybe they have already like put some hints out, like maybe you can see that in the season 2, maybe that, there are a few storylines which I do think we are going to get in the next season. Also, like how it's going to be. Is it going to be together or separate from each other? We have to see and wait, I guess. Wait and see.
And I am not a very patient person when it comes to waiting and seeing stuff like that.
I know. When the season comes out, like, we are really going to react to it. Like, we really should. No matter in what situation we are in at that point.
Exactly. I agree.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's it for the movie review. I don't know if you have anything more to say about the movie.
Not really. I think I've said pretty much everything I needed to. Just that if you do get a chance to see it, watch it.
Definitely, like that's.
It's definitely worth the tiny little bit of money that you have to pay to see it.
Yeah, it amazes me how less we had to pay for such a big movie. It's
wow. It amazes me so much. Well, I guess this is it for our Gameboys movie reaction.
Hopefully we are going to make more videos after this, so you will see more from us again. And don't forget that we are going to do the name change.
Mm-hmm.
Because we just think I think it's better to do it also so that people know, like, it's not only one person, but there are 2 persons on this channel. And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay.
We've talked for quite a bit. I think this is a longer video than I expected it's going to be.
That's okay.
But I like it, so yeah.
And we'll see you on the Don't Say No reaction.
Yes. We're going to film that right now, and you probably will both see those videos. Well, all the videos I have in mind right now, that will be coming like this week, hopefully, so which will be great. Bye. Yeah. I always have been extra awkward with outros. I don't know why, but yeah. Bye. Bye.